Pierre, I can't. I can't take the suit. You will need it too. I don't feel right. Stay with me.
I see it now. We were all so entertained. We didn't see what was getting ready in the shadow. No, leave them alone. This nightmare again. Completely locked. You come with me, my friend. It would get lonely without you. Without you, I wouldn't stand a second out there. Last time was very close. I need to keep up with my training. time to shoot some cans. Let's start with the red one. Or the yellow one. Nah, the blue one. Definitely the blue one. Good to go? Missed it. And the last one. Now, let's warm up for some dodging. Okay, I'm ready. Now! Better be faster. That hurt. Now, rappel training. Next time, you will think twice about getting in my safe space. I'm glad this thing recharges during the night. Training's over. Getting out there seems a little bit less scary now. I better be home before the night. Nah, nothing of interest in these cars. You again. Learn your lesson. The village really isn't investing in its infrastructure, and storms make it even more problematic. This tree was marked to be felled. It could make a nice bridge. It's hurt, but that won't be enough. A storm could help. It doesn't seem to have awakened them. You are facing the lighthouse named Le Crane. The lighthouse was built in 1835, a veritable directional beacon for the sailors of the coast of Saint-Exil. It was nonetheless decommissioned in 1983. It is only in 1988 that Le Crane was put in service again, welcoming a hydraulic generator that supplies the village. Apparently, multiple people were working here. Access to the top of the lighthouse is condemned. Kren, why did you have to be so grim? Because of recent events, a lot of circuit breakers were stolen from the electrical gates. While we wait to receive more, we keep the last one inside the equipment locker. In the meantime, don't hesitate to use the same one on different gates. Like a lot of security for simple maintenance equipment. This is a complete mess. It's like they pushed everything to the side to make room for something else. So, this is where the electricity of Saint-Exil is largely generated. The turbine shouldn't be too far. It automatically locked the doors behind me. The valve is missing here. This panel seems to monitor the pressure within the turbines. Only the first one appears to be working correctly. Local police apparently suspect the cult has started kidnapping people. It is indeed curious so many people would disappear without leaving a note. Their last ritual site is located near the Lighthouse, at the Point des Mâles. Might be worth checking out. Completely dark in here. So, they had to make space for these machines? They do not seem to belong in a lighthouse. Good thing nobody can find them here. Watchtower schedule and system monitoring. The entire workforce is listed on the board. Something is written here, too. Could anyone pick up Frank's shifts for the upcoming weeks? Someone left a note for his coworkers. Frank is so fed up that we keep forgetting his birthday that he has set the day and the month as the padlock code. Can someone change that back to the inauguration date? So, what is your code, Frank? System? That's probably where the town's additional current is monitored. I can probably restart the system from here once the pressure is fixed. Bit much for just a common lighthouse. Bit unexpected for a lighthouse. These cables go all the way to the ceiling. Someone stole the circuit breaker. So now, I need to fix these colored cables in the right order. I don't have enough of this ammo. From the depth of the sea, his anger spreads through our families. This sounds terrifying. Wondering what's that thing they mention all the time. Despite the mess the protesters left behind, you're still offering comfort, aren't you? Damien, the 28th of June, 1971. This one looks like it came back from a long trip. Only one destination for you? My bag. This is one of the places of contemplation in Saint-Exil. It was vandalized just before everything went down. Franck, the 19th of March, 1967. They love leaving these... Listen to us. Maybe I should listen to it. You can't stop, can you? Should work better with that on. It's completely stuck. documents on this desk look much more confidential than the previous ones. This place appears to be a government cell dedicated to recording underwater sound activity off the village. And this has been going on for a while. But I don't see what they're trying to find. They appear to be studying something at the bottom of the sea that is moving at precise coordinates. On April 17th, 1991, they recorded a signal which they define as organic. The signal was recorded on a cassette to be sent urgently to the DGSE because this would jeopardize the military security of the country. But one of the Lighthouse maintenance staff apparently stole the tape. They quickly managed to identify him and where he lives. Wait, this is my house.
Tu es mon seul ami.
This watch creeps me out. Now that the town's current is better, I can access the house's attic again. The former owner had to do a lot of tinkering to screw up such a mess. I almost never set foot in here. There's gotta be something. Wow, a projector. I thought I would forget its existence with my school years. What is it doing down here? Nothing. What? What is that? I can't believe all this was under the house. What was he doing here? Let's shed some light on this.
If you're listening to this, you are probably the person sent by the office to continue my investigation. Well, at least I hope. My name is Matthew Banks, and I started this work about a year ago. As stated in my previous reports, I infiltrated the Lighthouse last month, but they just found out that a tape was missing, and I think they're on to me now. I used to borrow tapes during the night, but this time they noticed before I could bring them back. I didn't have time to use the new filtering machine, but I left a tape inside it. I hope it's safe there with you. Since I have to leave, I prepared the way for you, and I have regrouped all of my ongoing work onto 3 different boards, each including a guiding tape. The first one gathers my studies on the audio signal coming from the oceanic floor, which was the reason our interest was piqued by Saint-Exil in the first place. The second board will give you more details on the local cult, whose believers call themselves the Devoted. The third board is about Operation White Medusa, which is probably why you're here now. We are now definitely forced to recognize that the village of Saint-Exil is the center of great political and scientific interest, as we first suspected. I hate to leave like this, but I'm afraid my time has come. During the last 2 weeks, the Lighthouse had trouble acquiring new information from ashore. Apparently some kind of technology has been jamming their signal. Is there some kind of expert trying to hack the operation? I'll leave it to you to find out.
Passports? Money from different countries? Oh. And there's also... He was planning on leaving. Just wasn't sure when. Wait. Isn't it exactly the same gem? Where did he find it? He was apparently willing to ship it to be analyzed?
In many areas, the life in Saint-Exil has deteriorated sharply in recent years. Local studies tend to show that nature has adopted an abnormal behavior. Some species started proliferating more than before, while others suffered the opposite effect. Some animals became aggressive towards humans, and some bird species completely migrated and left the region for good. We've also seen a lot of upheaval in the behavior of inhabitants of the village and their health. Ultimately, it led to many people leaving, which left only the ones who didn't have a choice. A real change is taking place, and no one seems to understand where it's coming from. Additionally, these extraordinary happenings have been rumored in the region, which isn't improving the situation. The village has become a place of attraction for people bathed in pseudosciences, esoteric and the occult, to say the least. They now see this place as a central home to their mythology. One movement eventually took over the others and established itself as the popular cult, the Devoted. They managed to obtain this importance by being omnipresent in their protests. They vandalized sites in large areas surrounding the village, which made the local press very keen on showcasing them, and ultimately helped a great deal in converting more people to their cause. According to my research, it is governed by a certain Aurora K. I couldn't find a lot of information regarding her, but managed to steal some pictures by following her after a public meeting with the population. She built her movement on the belief in the existence of an abysmal entity which would sow its harmful influence over the region and towards the inhabitants of Saint-Exil. To calm this underwater entity, they tirelessly seek the culprits for this curse. They unearth and send ashore on deteriorating ships coffins containing the bodies of people who have always lived here. If the boat returns and runs aground on the coast, the person and their family are pardoned. I haven't seen it yet, but it looks like they've shifted into high gear by sending people who are still alive to sea. These are just rumors, and people who go missing may have simply decided to leave the area. They never communicated their plans with me regarding the future of their protest, and I'm not sure where they'll meet yet. My theory is that they'll probably regroup either near the White Manor or the local church. Infiltrating the cell in the heart of the lighthouse made me realize that the French government is very concerned about the development of the situation here in Saint-Exil. The development of the sect, as well as the growing anomalies observed in the population and nature, are monitored in a sustained manner. They came to realize that if they do not act, this situation will eventually draw the attention of the entire country to Saint-Exil. I had, in my hands, documents detailing an operation called White Medusa, the purpose of which was to methodically isolate and capture everybody in the village. Do they think that the people here are all sick or contaminated with something? Or do they mean to sweep this affair under the rug? They seem to foresee two possible scenarios for carrying out Operation White Medusa. As if by coincidence, there are incidentally two events which attract almost all the population in the same place. The village festival, which takes place during a whole weekend, or a fair organized by the village school. I was able to reconstruct on the map the assaults considered in each of these possible scenarios. A large number of troops will be deployed, and they can easily prevent anyone from escaping by blocking the main accesses and roads. They will proceed using heavy trucks and toxic gas to control and direct the crowd toward them. The inhabitants of Saint-Exil have a Damocles sword over their head, but they don't know of its existence, nor when it will fall. In 1977, an ultra-low frequency sound was picked up by scientists south of the Atlantic Ocean. But no one succeeded in identifying the structural composition of this acoustic phenomenon, and many theories were put forward. Spy submarine, human aeronautical activities on the surface, or even tests of explosives resonating through the abyss. The case remained closed for 2 years until a second sound was recorded 2,000 kilometers from Namibia. This time, the subject worried specialists. The position of the two recordings suggests the movement of something. In 1984, the sound was picked up again, several times around the Bermuda Triangle. Governments in many countries decided to classify all information about this issue as confidential, and the general public was kept away. While tracking other countries' progress, our secret services discovered in '86 that the French government was particularly interested in the matter, and that they put in motion a special program called Rorqual, a scientific project mainly dedicated to the understanding of unknown oceanic noises. We then decided in 1987, based on what we found in the village of Saint-Exil, and considering that this last signal was recorded off the coast of French Brittany, that it made perfect sense for me to start our investigation here. During my time, I discovered a platform for listening and monitoring seismic activities at the heart of the Lighthouse. Only recently, and thanks to an information trading deal I made with the cult, I got myself recruited there as a maintenance agent. It allowed me to find that the Lighthouse crew is, in fact, following the movement of an object which turns out to be a French military submarine. So was it only a submarine that we tracked from the beginning? But its movements are inconsistent. How did it produce this noise that we regularly pick up? I copied a lot of tapes and left them inside the hideout, but they're all still encrypted. I was hoping to get more information from it, but I spotted a car in front of the house tonight, and it's clearer than ever now that my time to leave has come.
What is this folder? Your next objective. I'll study that during the night. A bit of reading always helps. His voice still echoes in my head. I need to know more.